Introduction. Dear viewers, myself Satish Kumar Sella. Recently I came to know about the Yohatsu, so this is my dedication to the spirit of Yohatsu, to those who have chosen to step away from societal expectations in search of authenticity and self-discovery. May this book inspire others to embrace uncertainty, explore their inner truths, and find peace in the journey of becoming. Preface to the first edition. In a world that often feels overwhelmingly prescriptive, where the pressures of societal norms and expectations weigh heavily on our shoulders, the concept of Yohatsu in Japan offers a profound reminder. Sometimes, we must step back, breathe, and allow ourselves to simply be. Yohatsu, or airing out, represents more than just physical disappearance. It embodies the courage to detach from the relentless pursuit of validation and certainty, granting oneself the freedom to explore the depths of personal truth. This book is a journey into the heart of that freedom. It invites you to question the rigid beliefs that may have shaped your life and encourages you to embrace the inherent ambiguity of existence. By acknowledging that opposing views can coexist and that no single philosophy holds the absolute truth, we open ourselves up to greater adaptability and resilience. Throughout these pages, you will find reflective questions, journaling prompts, and thought experiments designed to help you deconstruct your own belief systems. You will learn that authenticity is not a destination but a continuous journey of exploration. By letting go of the need for external validation, you will discover the power of living in alignment with your true self, fostering deeper connections, and navigating the complexities of life with grace and acceptance. As you embark on this journey, I hope you will find inspiration in the stories and concepts shared herein. May you feel empowered to embrace the uncertainty of life, cultivate a mindset of openness, and honor your own unique path, just as those who practice Yohatsu have done. That's a deep and powerful concept that every philosophy, no matter how universally accepted, has an opposing counterpart. This touches on the inherent duality in human thought and the idea that the search for absolute, singular truth may be futile, as opposing viewpoints always arise. Readers to let go of the need to find rigid right or wrong answers and embrace a more fluid mindsets. Chap 1. The quest for absolute truth, opened by discussing the human tendency to seek absolute truths, whether in morality, philosophy, or personal beliefs. You could show how people are conditioned to categorize things as right or wrong from an early age. From the moment we begin to understand the world around us, we are conditioned to categorize our experiences, beliefs, and choices into neat compartments of right and wrong. This human tendency to seek absolute truths is woven into the fabric of our upbringing, shaped by cultural norms, societal expectations, and the philosophical teachings we encounter. From early childhood, we are taught the difference between good and bad behavior, moral values, and ethical dilemmas. Whether through family conversations, educational systems, or religious doctrines, we internalize a framework that demands clarity in a complex world. This binary perspective often provides comfort. The notion that there is a definitive answer to every question can feel reassuring, allowing us to navigate life with a sense of security. When faced with moral quandaries or personal decisions, the desire to find the right path can lead us to seek guidance from authority figures, philosophies, or popular ideologies. We cling to these certainties, believing they will offer us a map to navigate the complexities of life. However, as we grow and experience the nuances of the human condition, we begin to realize that life is rarely so black and white. The complexities of our experiences reveal a spectrum of beliefs, values, and truths that often stand in stark contrast to one another. What is deemed right in one culture or context may be seen as wrong in another. Similarly, our personal beliefs can shift over time as we encounter new ideas and perspectives. This realization invites us to question the foundations of our convictions. What happens when the truths we once held dear are challenged? How do we respond when our understanding of morality, philosophy, or personal beliefs is confronted with opposing viewpoints? The discomfort of uncertainty can be unsettling, yet it also holds the potential for growth, transformation, and deeper understanding. As we embark on this journey together, we will explore the delicate interplay between certainty and ambiguity. We will examine how the quest for absolute truths can limit our perspectives and stifle our potential for personal growth. By acknowledging the coexistence of opposing views and embracing the complexities of life, we can cultivate a more adaptable and open mindset. Let us begin by reflecting on our conditioned beliefs and the impact they have on our lives. What truths do we cling to, and how might our willingness to question them lead to greater authenticity and peace? Through this exploration, we will discover the profound freedom that comes from releasing the need for absolute certainty and embracing the beautiful messiness of existence. Chapter 2. Duality of thought introduced the idea that every philosophy, concept, or belief system has its opposite. For example, highlight contrasting ideologies, e.g., individualism versus collectivism, and demonstrate how both can be valid under different contexts. Reference examples from history, science, or religion to show how opposing views have coexisted and evolved together. 1. History. Capitalism versus communism context. The 20th century saw the ideological conflict between capitalism and communism, particularly during the Cold War. Opposing views. Capitalism emphasizes individual freedom, private property, and market-driven economies. Communism advocates for collective ownership and wealth distribution to achieve equality. Coexistence. Despite their opposition, both systems existed simultaneously for much of the 20th century. Nations that embraced one ideology often adopted elements from the other over time, e.g., China maintaining a communist political structure but adopting capitalist economic policies. This blend of ideas demonstrates how both systems, while seemingly irreconcilable, have influenced each other's evolution. 2. Science, wave-particle duality in physics context. In quantum mechanics, light and other particles exhibit both wave-like and particle-like behavior. Opposing views. For centuries, scientists debated whether light was a particle or a wave. Newton's theory supported light as particles, while Huygens argued for waves. Coexistence. The discovery of wave-particle duality, through experiments like the double-slit experiment, showed that both views are correct in different contexts. This paradox demonstrates that what seems like two opposing truths can actually coexist as complementary descriptions of reality. Quantum mechanics embraces this duality, moving beyond an either-or mindset. 3. Religion, predestination versus free will in Christianity context. Throughout Christian theological history, there has been tension between the ideas of predestination, the belief that God has predetermined who will be saved, and free will, the belief that individuals have the choice to accept or reject salvation. Opposing views. Calvinism emphasizes predestination, while Arminianism upholds free will. Both schools of thought interpret biblical texts to support their positions. Coexistence. Rather than settling on a singular, definitive answer, many Christian denominations embrace a balance between these views, acknowledging mystery in the relationship between divine sovereignty and human choice. The ongoing dialogue between these beliefs allows them to coexist and inform each other. 4. Philosophy, rationalism versus empiricism context. In philosophy, rationalism and empiricism represent two opposing approaches to knowledge. Opposing views. Rationalists, like Descartes, argue that knowledge comes primarily from reason and logical deduction. Empiricists, like Locke, maintain that knowledge comes from sensory experience. Coexistence. The philosophical development of Kantianism blended both views by suggesting that while sensory experience is crucial, the mind plays an active role in organizing and interpreting that experience. This synthesis showed that the two opposing views weren't mutually exclusive but could create a more complete understanding of knowledge when combined. 5. Cultural development, Western individualism versus Eastern collectivism context. Western cultures, particularly in Europe and the US, have often emphasized individualism, while many Eastern cultures, especially in China and Japan, emphasize collectivism. Opposing views. Individualism prioritizes personal freedom, autonomy, and self-expression, whereas collectivism emphasizes the importance of community, harmony, and group well-being. Coexistence. Globalization has led to an exchange of these values. Many Western societies now see the benefits of collectivist ideas, e.g., community-focused healthcare, and Eastern societies are increasingly adopting individualistic principles, e.g., personal career goals. The blending of these views shows that neither philosophy can stand as the sole truth, but instead coexists to form more nuanced societal structures. 6. Politics, democracy versus authoritarianism context. Throughout political history, nations have been governed by either democratic or authoritarian systems. Opposing views. Democracy values citizen participation, voting, and accountability, while authoritarianism emphasizes centralized control and limited political pluralism. Coexistence. Some countries, e.g., Singapore, have found ways to blend authoritarian governance with democratic elements, leading to a unique political system that draws from both approaches. In Western democracies, elements of strong central authority, such as wartime leadership or emergency powers, show that opposing political structures can coexist under certain circumstances.